Hello everyone, this is Matthew once again, and today I'm about to do a movie review. A movie I just got back from seeing from my birthday, because my birthday was on March the 24th, and I had a wonderful birthday. And of course, if you want like a mini review, Bustin' Still makes me feel good. I just got back from seeing Ghostbusters Frozen Empire before I had to celebrate my birthday, open presents, eat cake, and all that stuff. But yeah, I just got to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire Series, and I'm about to here to give you my review. And before I begin, recap. The original, classic. Second one, despite some rehash elements from the first movie, still a fun sequel. The 20th reboot, not a fan. Afterlife, hands down, is the best Ghostbusters sequel, which of course I just watched that while getting prepared for Frozen Empire, and it still holds up with that grade rating with an A. But for Frozen Empire, on the other hand, doesn't really live up on the same level of love as Afterlife. But although I really did have a fun time. Of course, I'm aware about the reviews are not really positive, which of course we shouldn't make a big deal about, because there has been a Ghostbusters film that did not get a fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and that was Ghostbusters 2. Only Ghostbusters 1, the reboot, and Afterlife are the only 3 Ghostbusters films that ever get a fresh on Rotten Tomatoes by critics. I just love the first one. I love Afterlife, and I love the one I just saw. Ghostbusters 2, probably a mixed bag of review, but I know the 2016 one, I know audiences hate that movie, including myself, which I was not a fan of. But if you like that reboot, that's fine, all power to you, but to me, it wasn't Ghostbusters. But of course, just because it's different doesn't mean it's bad, but something doesn't mean it's good either. It just depends on if this is whether or not if this kind of comedy is your cup of tea. And that level of comedy does not belong in Ghostbusters. It belongs like in a Seth MacFarlane movie or Seth Rogen or whatever movie that belongs to. But for Frozen Empire Afterlife, they at least understand the humor, what Ghostbusters is really all about. And of course, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is started by Gil Ken, who co-wrote Afterlife with Jason Reitman, which of course Jason Reitman went off to direct the new Saturday Night Live movie as he's getting prep on that one. So he just sits back as writer and producer and let Gil take over. And of course, yes, they actually do credit Ivan Reitman just to pay a tribute to him, which of course they do dedicate to him at the end of the film, just like they did with Harold Ramis in Ghostbusters Afterlife. And Ghostbusters for the Empire, when I said it doesn't have the same level of love as Afterlife, I will say the story is fine for what it is, but it really doesn't have the same kind of level of heart and mystery like what Afterlife did. Although there is a moment that I do love, like in the film, which I'll get to, which I thought was something. I guess what made this movie really work is because, one, I thought the cast all did great. Paul Rudd, Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace, Logan Kim, and Celeste O'Connor all really are capable for bringing this franchise to a whole new level, as well as getting more festive with their characters. And of course, it's nice to see Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson returning as both Ray and Winston, as well as Annie Potts, G. Milnes. And yes, of course, my boy, Bill Murray, is back as Peter Venkman. Which, of course, I will admit, though, I mean, this may not be whether or not you consider it like a spoiler or anything, but this could be a little bit. Yes, he is in the movie, but unfortunately, his screen time is quite limited in the film. But he does make quite an impression, and he still gets a good laugh out of me. And he still is one of the best things I love about that film. And of course, yes, you got Slimer returning to course, which of course the last time we ever saw Slimer was in the 2016 reboot. This time, and unlike the 2016 reboot where he was fully CG, here he looks like a cross between CG and practical at the same time. Which of course that's another plus about this movie is that the effects are astounding. They're just as good as the ones I had Afterlife for balancing for both practical effects and CGI at the exact same time. And I do like the music scores, which of course Rob Simonson was unable to do the score for this film, so he had to do other things. But of course, Gil chose to replace Rob with his composer, who worked with him on other movies before, and who's well known for doing the score for Bumblebee. And the comedy, I will say, it's so far for the most part funny. Also, there are some that I feel like they could have worked on a little bit. And of course, yes, as I mentioned about the music, I really do like they still keep it consistent with Afterlife and the first one, so it has that Elmer Bernstein feel, so I really do like that. The film, on the other hand, the Death Chill, I feel like they could have done more to film with it. I mean, I like the look design of it, and I actually do like the look of the film where, of course, the director intended this to be like an episode of the real Ghostbusters cartoon, which, of course, this could be right up your alley if you grew up with the cartoon. And it really does show, of course. But, yeah, not left I can say about it, because I really don't want to give away too much, but if you have not seen Ghostbusters for the Empire, I say give it a watch. If you like the original two Ghostbusters on Afterlife, you'll probably love this movie as well. But if you're looking for that kind of story and deep characterization like what Afterlife did, you're not going to get it here in this one. Although there is some, but it's just not at the same level. Oh yeah, when I mentioned about there's one thing I do like in the movie is I like the relationship between Phoebe and this ghost friend of hers named Melody, which I thought that was actually very interesting to watch, of course, and I thought they both very well with each other, and I thought the actor they got was pretty good. And no, there is no ghost sexy in the movie, so they didn't try to pay a nod to or recreate it whatsoever. So no, there was no moment of that whatsoever. Especially, I talk about that scene so many times. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna give Ghostbusters Frozen Empire a B. If I ever watch this movie again, I will probably like it even more than I first did with my first viewing. And of course, I'll be looking forward to see those deleted scenes, which I know many people on the internet were complaining about stuff that appear in the trailer that are cut out. But of course, I have read up that Gil says that those deleted scenes will make an appearance in the DVD Blu-ray extra, which I'll be looking forward to pick that up just to see what's cut for the film, to see whether or not this was a good idea or not. But overall, I really do enjoy this movie. I would put it on the same level as Ghostbusters 2, which I gave that one a B. Afterlife will always be the best sequel, but the original one is pretty much, you can't beat that. But I will say this, I'd rather watch Frozen Empire than a 2060 reboot. Because Frozen Empire is fun, the 2060 reboot is not. But yeah, that is my review. I know there's not much to say about the film here, because again, I just want you to experience it and have a good time with it. So, thank you for watching, take care, and let me know what you think of this video. Do you like it, not like it? Feel free to put a comment down below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.